This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now Newton on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. And they played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out up around the 15-yard line.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Throwing, Hundley. He's got a first down past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a time.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 6 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. It's complete to Fuller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Hundley. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. To the field, here come the Panthers. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
20. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the 50, Newton. Getting this to Bonifant out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, Hundley. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Forbath, the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now a handoff working right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Shedding the tackle. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Jones has it. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Here's Newton.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Scarlett. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On the draw, it's Scarlett. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Bonifant. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered,
no, I don't got that. Your mama got it.
Getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the handoff, it's Scarlett, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. That have
I was talking to this dude on my own. I was talking to this dude on my live.
And make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah,
I had coughed twice, and he was like, Dream Killer got Corona.
One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was,
he said Dito went to sleep.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think
he in the room?
Did he say that? But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone
Well,
it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being
I'm about to come in with him after this quarter.
Take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 65 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on
base,
they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
After the game, I'm gonna take the pictures and put it in the chat too.
Wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Newton now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
What we got?
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Face mask penalty. And, Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide are always always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run here with Bonifant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Throwing again is Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Newton. Setting up the screen, Bonifant. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And to give this time to the tailback. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness? the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Throwing, Hundley. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 55. I got it. Mike 55. Right there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing